Hello and welcome back. It's been a while, but finally we're getting off on our adventure again. So what happened last time? We got Mailmon, I think? Yeah, I think that's what happened. We should probably watch these videos back. Anyway, so we're getting into a fight with... I think that's called... Mincromon? Red Penguinmon? It's Red Penguinmon. Although Penguinmon still isn't exactly well known, but it's better, I guess, than nothing. And here's, what was this called? Euromon or something? These things are actually quite powerful, and they're quite good for training if you need techniques for flying types. We're not a flying type, so we don't have wings, though we do have some weird things sticking out our back. Like pipes or something. Oh, you don't know what Tyrannomon's meant to be. And so this, in this area, basically, I didn't actually show it because normally when you walk through this area, if you spend too much time in one lane, you get shot by Tyrannomon at the very end. Spoilers there. And you have to get to the end which has the circle in. And if you get shot, you have to go back to the beginning. And so normally what happens is you run up and down for a while and keep getting shot, have to keep using recoveries until you eventually get lucky. But on that turn, I was lucky at the first time, managed to find it. I think it's the only time I ever managed to do it the first time. So anyway, we got Tyrannomon. Apparently it was a test or something. Apparently working your way through a random maze is a test, I guess, perhaps? Defiance. That's one of those weird principles where it's about sticking through it and doing your best, despite the hardship. And so now we're getting attacked by Tyrannomon because he thinks that we're here to invade or to hurt people. I didn't really watch what he was doing or saying, don't really care. But basically here we are, we're just stun lucking him. And we're doing about 100 damage each turn, which isn't bad. Luckily most of his attacks are very slow, so we can just dodge them. And so there's Tyrannomon defeated. So Tyrannomon's down. And so he says he knows who we are anyway, but he attacked us because, I mean, to be fair, most of the dialogue and like thought processes of most things in this game aren't very smart. I mean, you get to see it later where, can't remember who it is, I think it's like Noonmon, where it literally seems like you and every other character are having completely different conversations. We get to see that later though, that one's the worst. I mean, Tyrannomon's is pretty bad, but not as bad as this. But anyway, he didn't actually join the city. He went off further in, and so we have to go and follow him. And so this is, I think it's called Dinosaur Land. But it's split into two parts, there's like the fast region and the slow region. And we're in the slow region where I think time goes half as fast. Yes, that's correct. Half as fast. And there's a very useless vending machine where you pay 300 bits for one, or 500 bits I think, for one MP floppy. I think that's all it gives. It might give other stuff. I think it might give steaks as well. I'm not quite sure. And so we're talking to Tyrannomon here, and he's telling us that in the fast region, because the slow region is the same, and in the slow region time goes slower, which is quite a good place if you want to train your Digimon. But of course they still get hungry and tired at the same rate, so it's not that great. Well, this is the fast region where time goes twice as fast. And so apparently, this is a dangerous place because Digimon get hungry quickly and because, you know, they only live for so long. So if you bring something that's already quite old, it might die halfway through here. But time still doesn't go that fast, and you only go through this area, have to go through this area like once, and it's a very small area. And so, yeah, and this seems to be the final screen, doesn't it? There doesn't seem to be any other way out here. And so we're looking around, and then this guy tells us that he knows which way to go. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're looking for a meteorite that fell here. Because apparently meteorites... I can't remember why Tyrannomon wanted it again. I think he said that it would tell us something, or that's dangerous, and they're from the stars. Which brings up an interesting idea of how the digital world has space and stars. I mean, we find an alien later, so who knows. But anyway, that Digimon we just beaten tells us that there's a secret tunnel on the side here, and so you think, oh, it has to be somewhere along here. And like, oh, is that bit of the shade there? Is that the right way? And it's like, we finally find it. It's like right at the same end as the other exit, but slightly to the left. And I must say, even if you don't, you can still find it without defeating that Digimon, and to be fair, he doesn't really tell you much anyway. But I know a lot of people just get stuck on this bit because they go up and down. Don't fight that Digimon at the end, because why would you? It just looks like a normal mob. And just then don't manage to just like walking up and down this one bit for ages and ages. That's why this place is dangerous, because no one knows which way to go. Of course you can't rotate the camera. And so now we're fighting the meteorite. And if you read that conversation, which you probably didn't, because I think I've sped up a bit too much, I might slow down the conversations from now on. But anyway, basically what they were saying is that, look, it's a meteorite. And then the meteorite did nothing, because it was like asleep or something. And so our idea was, let's punch the meteorite, or like hit the meteorite. And of course, that made him, Meteormon, a really creative name there, angry. And so again, we're managing to do pretty well here. We're not even managing, we don't even really have to spam not MP, HP floppies, which is normally what you have to do. And so now apparently he's part of the meteorite tribe, and they fall from space, and they're meant to sleep for a long time, but because he fell in the speedy region, he woke up much faster, and he knows nothing about anything. So this whole bit was completely pointless. Going in here, pointless. Apart from maybe eventually gets you Tyrannomon. But yeah, and you never see him again. He appears once, Meteormon appears once, never appears again, and tells you nothing and really does nothing apart from give you a chip. That's basically his point in the game. I guess maybe it's another like one of those tests of character. There I'm running from battle because we're running low on HP floppies and HP in general. Managed to dodge with people. And now we're back in here. Ancient Glacial Region, that's what it's called. And then we have Master Tyrannomon, who looks really cool. He's like a massive black Tyrannomon. And he's basically just telling Tyrannomon, you're worthless, piss off, go to the city. Unfortunately, we never actually get to get Master Tyrannomon. I thought that'd be a really cool ultimate, actually. Like, one you could only get with Tyrannomon. But unfortunately not. In fact, we haven't really gone over like how many ultimates there are in this game. I think there's like 32, I want to say, champions, roughly. And about maybe 15 ultimates. I mean, a fair few ultimates, but a lot of them are quite boring. And they're the like mini ones. So Piximon, Mainmon, Metal Mainmon, Gyromon, and they're all tiny little balls with various appendages. I mean, Piximon's okay, because he was in the series, but the rest of them are a bit boring. I mean, what other ultimates are there? There's Andromon, he's fairly cool. I mean, most of the ultimates are fairly, like, nice to have, but some of them are just, most of the, like, I can't remember what they're called now. There's a special name for them. Not babies, like mini ones, small round ones. And so now we're showing off the purpose of the autopilots anyway, which take us straight back to Path City. So it's always useful once you've got the item shop to have one of them. And as Uamon not telling us anything new. So some Chillmons come back and open the clinic, and Digimon just refuses to tell us what Tyrannomon does. And for some reason I skipped there, I don't know what happened. That's weird. But anyway, once you, because you missed it, we'll show it again actually, spoilers there, I guess you can probably guess what happens, since I wasn't prepared for this fight at all. But anyway, what happens is, once you get enough Digimon to the city and get enough prosperity points, Greymon will just, as soon as you leave Digimon's house, will just show up and challenge you to a fight, saying he wants, what was it, a sign. And the problem is, we weren't ready for this fight, so we get completely and utterly killed. And yeah, there's nothing we can do, and we die. And that kind of shows like the main problem with not being prepared. But at least we get to show what happens when you die. So when you die, or lose a fight, you lose 1 life, and you have 3 lives. When your Digimon loses all 3 lives, they die not permanently, but they have to respawn as a baby Digimon. And then you also can whenever you get beaten in battle and faint, you get transported back to Digimon's house, and any items you have might have been stolen. Which can be very, very annoying if these items are like the only ones in the game, like keys and stuff. Luckily there's space to get back. And so you see what Tyrannomon's done there. He's opened a what are they called? Restaurant. It's slow today, it's very hot. And so he's saying about types. Apparently if your type is compatible, other Digimon won't fight you. And Tyrannomon's opened a clinic. But I think I'll stop that there. Bye.